So very welcome to all of you. Thanks so much for joining us for the very first meeting of the Scottish Cultural Policy Network. This is one of 4 meetings. It's part of the initial planning and development phase. The questions that we'll be coming to later on in the breakout groups are all very open with that in mind. And we're really keen that this is a network that goes beyond the HE research, or cultural policy research kind of networks, and builds more widely and has a greater buy-in from various stakeholders and more voices in the mix as we establish what the network is about and what it can do. We were really delighted with the response. We were overbooked. We even had a waiting list, which is amazing. And some of you have managed to secure places from the waiting list. So thank you so much for your interest in the network. My name is Sarah Smith. I'm head of research at the Glasgow School of Art, and I'm also professor of visual culture. I'm absolutely delighted to be part of the team welcoming you today. Ellie invited me to be part of this group because she was really interested in those other voices, those other stakeholders. And because Glasgow School of Art is one of the art schools in Scotland who's educating the next generation of artists and designers, we very much have a stake in whatever cultural policy is doing and how it's shaping their opportunities as graduates. And we're also really interested in where that interfaces with higher education policy, what sort of support there is for particular disciplines and particular professions, and how those come together. I'm going to introduce the programme network team. So we have Professor Eleonora Belfiore, who's the director of the Interdisciplinary Centre of Social Inclusion and Cultural Diversity at the University of Aberdeen. And we all have Ellie to thank for being here today because this is her initiative, and we'll be hearing a little bit from her in a moment. There's also me, Dr. Jackie Donaghy, who's in the middle of the room there, and I know many of you know Jackie. She's the Baxter Fellow at Duncan of Jordanstone College of Art and Design at University of Dundee. And we're also joined by Ryan Humphrey, who's a PhD candidate at University of Aberdeen, working on cultural policy, and he's also the network's KE Fellow. We have 2 associate members, Clive Gilman, Head of Creative Industries at Creative Scotland, and Professor Kate Oakley, Professor of Cultural Policy at University of Glasgow. The network, as you all know, is funded by the Scottish University Insight Institute, and we're very lucky to be here today using their wonderful space in University of Strathclyde. I'm going to hand over to SUI's director, Charlie Woods, to say a few words before we get going with the programme today. And Charlie will be followed by Ellie, and then followed by the network's international partner, Jan Jaap Nol. I hope I've said that correctly, from the Boekman Stichting Institution. And then we'll follow that with some breakout discussion. So without any further delay, thanks everyone again. I'll hand over to Charlie.
Thanks, Sarah, and a very, very warm welcome from the Insight Institute. As Sarah said, I'm Charlie Woods. I'm the director of the Insight Institute, and it's great to see you all here today. This is one of the maybe the 2nd or 3rd in-person event we've had post-pandemic, so it's really lovely to see everyone coming back together again like this. Things worked quite well over the over Zoom over the pandemic, and we're still recording this for Zoom as well. But it's really good to get the opportunity, just if you're forming a network, to actually network a bit as well. So, and I can see that was going on with great enthusiasm early on. The Insight Institute is very much about trying to bring different institutions together, different disciplines together, and mix them together with non-academics as well, to share the various different perspectives that everyone has to generate fresh insights, understanding, improve policy and practice and the like. There's also the opportunity to bring in expertise from overseas as well. So Jan, a great warm welcome to you as well. So I really just wanted to welcome you here and wish you well on your travels as both in this project and as a network. And one of the things that we're very much looking forward to, obviously, in terms of ongoing output, is the network itself, which we hope will continue and go from strength to strength, and I'm sure it will. And that's a large part of what our sponsorship and the support that Laurence and Nicola can offer logistically to you is all about. But it's also about not just the network itself, but what the network can do. And I know that your discussions later on this morning, you're looking at a number of the initial ideas that you've already thought about in terms of post-COVID recovery and net zero and subjects like that. But I would really encourage you to sort of focus on, in a way, almost on the outputs that the network can achieve, and that actually helps you strengthen the network as well. And certainly that's the experience we've had from other projects and groups that we've supported. Is obviously one of the ongoing outputs is the establishment of new connections and links, which can help people put in new funding applications and things like that. But it's also the more that it's built upon really solid outputs and insights that are useful to the policy and practice world, the stronger the network usually is. So I just really wanted to partly sort of give you that by way of encouragement. So I think I've probably taken enough time. I really just wanted to say welcome, to encourage you in your work, and hope you have a great day and in the subsequent programs and meetings that you have as well. So good luck. Thank you.